Hey guys, it's the 18th and we have some musings. Just sign me up to never fly again. I have pulled the Delta Airlines flight crash, but holy God, just mark me absent from any more flights ever. It looks like, well, Meghan Markle's done something new. Don't really care, to be very honest with you. Do like learning about royal jewels, not about, well, the royals, to be very honest with you. The jewels don't act crazy. Oh, I've pulled this one. This looks lovely. I guess we won't have any loss of supply of crazy ass chicks that I'm going to be doing, videos about. So that works out well for me, bad for humanity. And, ooh, I need to see the manager eyebrows. Again, I do profile eyebrows of women. I think that it's, the best way to go. As a fellow woman, I can tell you that, early aughts eyebrows can be a, warning of scandalandousness. Oh, I didn't know Candice Bergen was still alive. And I don't mean that in disrespectful way. Candice Bergen's husband, Marshall Rose, dead at 88 from complications with Parkinson's disease. Candice Bergen's husband, Marshall Rose, has died. The Murphy Brown alum's life partner died on Saturday from complications of Parkinson's disease. Rose's New York Times obituary published Monday read, Rose died peacefully at home and was surrounded by loved ones. At the time of his passing, he was 88 years old. She's always looked so classy to me. I think she's aged just so elegantly. Like, sure, she's probably had, I don't know, botulism in some places, implanted in her face. But she looks like she's doing it with style, class, and grace rather than. And look, peace be upon her share. I love her, but the woman's not going to biodegrade at all for the next, she has the half-life of plutonium, 5000. She's going to be around for the next 6 billion years. I don't know what Cher has done to herself, but whatever it is, I mean, she's going to outlive us all. So, I'm glad he died with his wife and his family around. I think there's no better way that I would like to go out. I mean, unless it's, of course, fighting a bear or, doing something really heroic, like, saving a bus full of puppies, children, and nuns. I mean, let's be real. My obituary is probably going to be like, attempted to go upstairs, stairs one, you know, which would is on brand for me, so, I won't be too terribly saddened if I do happen to pass that way. Not gonna lie. I just would kind of hope it would be something heroic. But, what it's probably going to be is like a loss of a fight of gravity or a loss with a fight of gravity. So, why it's easier for some people to remember their dreams than others? Well, because we're women and we have to keep track of what our husband did in our dreams so they can still be in trouble. It's hard to live your dreams, especially when you can't remember them. Dream recall is the ability to summon at least some significant details from a dream once you wake up. Now, only 11% of Americans almost always remember their dreams. It's a mystery as to why it's easier for some rather than others. Now, researchers in Italy say they have identified the individual characteristics and external factors that can influence the odds of waking up in the morning with impressions and memories from a dream experience. Again, if you are a husband or a wife, as the wife, your significant other did something to you in a dream, and innocent corporeal them, not dream them, is kind of on your ish list for the rest of the day because I'm sorry, but the jerk in my dream wore your face. What am I supposed to do with that? Now, I'm sure other people act maturely and don't like say, I'm sorry, but you pissed me off in my dream, so I'm having a hard time with you today. But Mr. Moe saw the ride and still bought a ticket, so I don't know what that says about him. Our findings suggest that dream recall is not just a matter of chance, but a reflection of how personal attitudes, cognitive traits, and sleep dynamics interact, said lead study author Giulio Bernardi, a professor in general psychology at the IMT School of Advanced Studies, Lucia. What is a dream? Well, usually me getting run over by a giant chicken nugget, but I don't know, with a side of ranch. I mean, sure, there's probably some significance in that, but I couldn't tell you. A dream is a sequence of images, thoughts, emotions, sensations that our mind generates when we're asleep. All of us dream every night. Dreaming is believed to help us process our emotions, store memories, strengthen our brain's neural connections, reduce stress, and solve problems, also to think creatively. Vivid dreams happen most often during rapid eye movement or REM stage sleep when the brain is particularly active. Now, some people, especially women, said that they were able to recall their dreams more often during the, pandemic, which researchers attributed to greater stress, depression, and sleep disruptions. Interesting. The IMT research was conducted from 2000 to 2024. Over 200 participants between 18 to 70 took psychological tests and answered questionnaires before and after the trial to determine their anxiety levels and their interest in dreams and their tendency to get distracted. They were given a voice recorder to report daily for 15 days if they had dreamed or not and to describe the dream if they had. Each participant also wore an actigraph, a device that detects sleep duration, quality, and disturbances. Researchers have proposed that people who are likely to recall dreams have a positive attitude about dreams, tend to let their minds wander, spend longer periods in light sleep, live in warmer weathers. Participants reported lower dream recall during winter. Are younger, older people tend to have white dreams, a vague sense of having dreamed without concrete evidence. These insights not only deepen our understanding of the mechanisms behind dreaming, but also have implication to explore, dreams' roles in mental health and the study of human consciousness, Bernardi said. The findings were published Tuesday in the Journal of Communication Psychology. Valencia Eltz, an IMT researcher and first study author, said that data collected in this project will allow the team to research unusual changes in gene patterns and their possible significance for predicting or identifying medical or psychological conditions. Well, I'm pretty sure if I had to talk about what my dreams were, and the ones that I can remember are, well, incoherent at the best of times, I can only imagine. Could you imagine me having to get on and talk to psychological doctors for 15 minutes about my dreams? Yeah, that would be a study I'm not going into. I don't need to be psychoanalyzed by Freudians. No, thank you. Besides, I can only imagine they'd hear like just a couple of my dreams and be like, when we get her in, she's going to have a special hug jacket, okay? And I don't want you to make any sudden movements, and we have the tranquilizers ready. Because, they would lie and tell you, like, oh no, no dream is too weird, I promise. And then they'd, of course, be lying and saying, this is the weirdest shit we've ever seen in our entire life. And I'd feel seen, but, well, humiliated. To be honest, I'd probably be proud of myself for weirding out trained medical professionals. Checking with myself in the Council of Moes, and yes, we'd actually be proud of ourselves if we freaked out a, group of board-certified psychologists. Not sure what that means about me, but, all those Freudians and, feelings people can totally get that. What in the name of all that is unholy? I ran 7 marathons on 7 continents in 7 days. And I thought recovering Catholics had the market blocked on, masochism, but apparently it's everyone. We all like to hurt ourselves. We were all exposed to Everybody Hurts by REM, and I think this is the problem. We've all been there. You're running late, scrambling to find that perfect pair of shoes before you head out the door. Now imagine this. You're on your fourth continent. You're about to run your fourth marathon in as many days. And the only alternative to your running sneakers is a pair of Birkenstocks. That's exactly what happened to Ashley Paulson, an ultra runner who recently tackled the Great World Race, a grueling challenge where athletes have to compete in 7 marathons in 7 days across 7 continents. Again, RSVP me no for this one. Like, one marathon is stretching the levels of, incredulity and disbelief. 7 marathons, y'all, this is not Mo's game. Like, making fun of people on the internets, I can do that. Running for fun? Question mark? That was probably my most panicked race up to that point, Paulson, who is 43, told the Post, recalling the nail-biting moment she faced in Istanbul, Turkey. Spoiler, she did find her shoes in the nick of time and did the unthinkable, kicking off her Birkenstocks. Paulson completed that marathon in 3 hours, 18 minutes, 2 seconds, shattering the previous world record by nearly 30 minutes. Sounds hard? Sounding hard? Try doing it in freezing temperatures. Paulson's jaw-dropping adventure kicked off on the oldest, most desolate place on Earth, Antarctica. The first leg of the Great World Race took place in the bone-chilling Wolf's Fang Runway, a groomed, looped course carved into the icy, inhospitable wilderness of the world's coldest continent. Even crazier, it was Paulson's favorite race of the entire trip. Okay, runners, y'all are a different breed. I don't know about you. You seem nice. You seem a touch crazy. And I like people that are a touch crazy. But running for fun, again. I didn't know what it was going to feel like. You can't train for that, said Paulson, a seasoned professional athlete, coach, and trainer from St. George, Utah, a desert city that averages over 300 sunny days a year. In Antarctica, the window of opportunity for a marathon is razor thin. Paulson's race was actually moved up 24 hours when an incoming storm threatened to derail the entire challenge. From the time we landed to the time we took off, there was an 8-hour window where the weather was good. So, with little time to spare, she prepped her usual race fuel, a bag of Jelly Belly sports beans for a quick dose of electrolytes, ketone supplements, a sports drink packed with 400 calories to keep her energized. It's the same routine every time, said Polson, who has run over 100 marathons since her first at 19, as well as over 25 Ironman triathlons, 2 ultra triathlons, and 4 100-plus mile races. Hashtag no. Hashtag stop the insanity. Look, I am glad you like running, but this is making my ass tired just reading it. I mean, honest to goodness, y'all are awesome, but this is a no-go for Mo. I am so sorry. I hope they did great. I hope you had a great time and, run your little heart out, but this is a no-go for Mo. In fact, I think I'm going to leave it at that because the thought of running that much is just so terrifying. No, just kidding. Honestly, I know there are people that love running, and I wish I could get into that. I tried running for a long time because my mom loves running, and she swears it helps clear her head. Now, for me, it helps me work on, stringing together curse words to build and weave a brilliant tapestry of why running on a hill without a zombie is effing retarded. So I don't know. It never quite worked for me. I did try. I was hoping to get the high. But gummies work better. To be honest with you, between running 17 miles and a gummy, I get a more reliable, boost from a gummy. Not gonna lie. Anywho, those are my musings for today. Take them with all a pound of salt, because honestly, you guys, I am all too goofy to be considered sometimes. Bye, you guys.